Hey there, folks. Andrew Johnson here, your friendly neighborhood historian and comedy enthusiast. So let's take a trip down memory lane. Did you know that on this very day in 1815, Napoleon was captured? Yeah, it was a short arrest, just long enough for him to say, "You can't take me, I've got a meeting in Paris." Spoiler, he missed it. Flash forward to 1870, when Georgia became the last of the Confederate states to be readmitted to the Union. The rest of the states were like, "Come on, Georgia, we're waiting for you." You know, it was kind of like the friend who always shows up late to the party. Now let's time travel to 1916 when Bill Boeing birthed Pacific Aero Products in Seattle. They later changed their name because people were confused. Wait, are they selling arrows or planes? When the arrows didn't fly off the shelves, they traded them for airplanes. And I hear when asked what they'd name it, Bill replied, "If it's not going, I'm not going." Wise man, that Bill. In 1929, the first airport hotel opened in Oakland, California, complete with the catchy slogan, "We'll leave the runway lights on for you." But I bet the big question was, why on earth would you want to stay there? I mean, Oakland? Really? The only thing that flies there is the occasional seagull. On this day in 1946, the iconic comedy duo of Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis hit the scene. Fun fact, I initially thought it was Martin Van Buren and boxer Joe Louis. Imagine that lineup. Fast forward to 1952, where an 8-year-old Gladys Knight strutted her stuff on Ted Mack's Amateur Hour and walked away with $2,000 and a gold cup for singing Too Young. Can you believe it? She used the winnings to catch a midnight train to Georgia. I guess she took midnight train quite literally. And in 1954, Boeing introduced the first commercial jet transport airplane. They called it the 707, probably the best Irish name for a jet since Shamrock Flyer was already taken. Then there's 1963 when Paul McCartney received a speeding fine of 17 pounds. Ironically, that's exactly what I put on during the pandemic. Thanks, Paul. In 1965, scientists revealed close-up photos of Mars taken by the Mariner 4 spacecraft. The shocking news? Not a single Starbucks. Guess the barista was still on Earth. Let's not forget the debut of the soap opera One Life to Live in 1968, which lasted until 2012. It gave us all those dramatic moments we never asked for. And in 1988, Die Hard burst onto the scene in theaters. A Christmas movie in July? Well, that's one way to rekindle festive spirit, complete with Bruce Willis fighting bad guys in a holiday sweater. And folks, today is a day for celebration. It's Orange Chicken Day, Gummy Worm Day, National Respect Canada Day, I Love Horses Day, and National Give Something Away Day. How many of those can you fit into one day without getting dizzy? And it's also National Be a Dork Day. So all your dorky friends, now is their time to shine. Thank you for the cards, by the way. Let's throw in St. Swithin's Day, where the legend claims that whatever the weather is like today will persist for the next 40 days. So if it rains, we all know who to blame. Today, we're also celebrating some birthdays. Brian Austin Green turns 52. A fantastic actor, but honestly, his most significant accomplishment might just be surviving 11 years with Megan Fox. Scott Foley is 53 today, also known as the guy with all the cool one-word titles in his showbiz portfolio. Forrest Whitaker hits the big 6-4. Remember, sometimes you can't see the trees for the forest, especially when you're busy binge-watching The Crying Game. And let's not skip over Alicia Bridges, who turns 72. She's still dancing to the nightlife. Remember, now her nightlife starts at 4 p.m. Jesse Ventura celebrates his 74th birthday today. A wrestler, an actor, and a governor, quite the resume. Finally, we've got the legendary Linda Ronstadt turning 79 today. Somewhere out there, she's singing Poor, Poor Pitiful Me. Did you know that her grandpa helped build Arizona? Talk about starting from the ground up. That's all from me, Andrew Johnson. Go out there and enjoy your day. Remember, if you're not having fun, you're doing it wrong.